This will be a smaller, quick team on the floor for South Florida. They cannot have live ball turnovers. They've got to stay even with South Carolina on the glass, and they got to make shots.
Opening tip and the opening look inside. Returning to the floor is Medina Okot, who puts it in. Florida, their first trip down the floor. The South Carolina starting five. The return of Okot after missing the Penn State game with an illness. There's Edwards on the glass with the putback.
And you can't play off Raven Johnson anymore. She's a legitimate threat on the top of the floor offensively.
Kirsten Lewis-Williams in the starting five, and South Florida gets on the board.
Spread the floor, take advantage of their speed, try to pull the bigs out of the paint, and see if you can get a play like that at the rim.
Yeah, Katie Davidson, good shooter, gets the basket at the rim. Drop down, rebound controlled by South Florida. That's important for South Florida. As you said, one and done, and they love to run, and they get up the floor quickly.
They have an outstanding transition game.
Averaging 10 points a game, 8.5 boards a game. That's good for third in the American. Raven Johnson. Tessa Johnson on the pull-up, gets the roll. Good recovery by Piper to get the block defensively. Piper says, why not?
Yeah, you got to hit open shots. 2 of the first 3 possessions, they've been able to get some scores in transition.
3 of 6 shooting so far for the Bulls. Johnson a little off balance, but rattles that one in. Averaged 10 points a game in the NCAA tournament. 4 minutes in to the third meeting all time between South Florida and South Carolina.
There you go, make her use the screen.
McDaniel, back out top, Raven Johnson, sets for 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
McDowell playing 14 minutes a game off the bench. Edwards spinning inside, the soft touch for 2 more.
That is so hard. Dribble entries and high post entries against this pressure.
Edwards extending the defense on the switch, knocked away, picked up by Maddie McDaniel. McDaniel all the way to the basket.
That's a long hedge and an aggressive hedge on a ball screen by South Carolina, and they recover so well. There you go, nice move on under the basket. Diakite using that length.
Edwards leans inside for 2 more. Joyce Edwards with 9 in the first quarter. 54 points in the last 2 games combined. Ingram rattles one in. McDaniel, tough take, throws it up for 2. Final minute of the quarter. Brito buries the 3. Right knee braced up pretty good. She's given up, as Debbie mentioned, a ton of size inside, but she's fighting in there. Okot spins it in for 2. That beats the buzzer, and that's the end of the quarter. Much margin for error when it comes to South Florida. Brito goes down, they play on. Brito wondering where the foul was on Edwards.
No call.
Some of that strength by Medina Okot getting to the basket. Is it an airing of grievances that we may have at halftime? Is it Festivus already? All right, we'll stop, and the rebound for Putu. Throwing up ahead, tracking it down, Tomaszewska. On the pull-up, that's good.
Really nice job.
Sophomore from Latvia, averaging 8 points a game. Had 8 against Vandy in 19 minutes of work. Good job defensively by Inez Piper. Comes down on October 23rd. And with this schedule, that was a lot. Johnson on the finish the other way. Piper didn't hit iron, so they've got to get the shot up, but they don't. Latson takes it away, and here comes Latson back the other way, accelerating and finishing.
They're slow to Tanaya Latson speed. Look at this burst in the open floor. Once she gets her hips and shoulders past the defender at Florida State.
Ingram. Here's Brito playing with the 2 fouls. Good feed inside and the finish. Laura Putu.
A rescreen and then to the post.
Edwards looks to move off the dribble and gets it to drop in.
My goodness, you can't do that anymore.
Off the miss, here's Latson again with the push and the roll. 7 points for Latson. And now Edwards going to show the handle a little bit. Cross half court, little hesitation, step through, finish.
What a play. It's nice when your 6'3" post player can get it off the rack and take it to the other end with a little finger roll. Joyce Edwards, 7 for, because she rebounds and then she can handle it up the court. Making plays in space off the bounce facing up. And I think her range is going to continue to improve.
Illness or injury that you've been getting some more time for these players. Burrito tries to go with the bounce pass. Behind the back, little MJ shoulder shrug coming back down the court. That pass by Burrito.
Watch this wraparound behind the back right here. That's how you feed the post. Pass it away from the D and drop it off inside. 2 feet in the paint, eat. Good double team. Now you got to play off of it, you're South Carolina. Good steal.
Bit of a panic pass by Ocott, but then a takeaway by Latson. Back with Edwards. 2 more for Joyce Edwards. Ingram. Brito. Ocott there with the block. Latson going quickly. 2-for-1 opportunity and an and-one opportunity for Tania Latson.
Well, she's a transfer from Mississippi State. Sam Purcell did a wonderful job getting her over to the States.
Latson read it beautifully, stepped in for the steal, and finishes with the layup.
They watch the ball pressure and then the up the line, uphill pass.
For Davidson. And once again, Latson with the read on defense and the finish at the other end.
Latson is ready to shoot the gap.
Substitutions for South Florida. Brito. Another turnover and another run out here for Latson. You're making Dawn jokes like her pocket protector joke out there. All right, that was a deep cut for the trivia. Well done. Here's USF with the basket off the bank to make it 60-29. Edwards.
Good duck in.
Brito defended by Edwards. Ingram started the cut. Brito turned it over, and here's Edwards with the finish. Shot off the mark. Edwards with the rebound. Raven Johnson got a little contact, got the basket. Latson has it deflected into the hands of Putu. Turnover by South Carolina. Brito. Corner 3 on the way is good.
And not just make a shot. It's different. You know, when you can make the game easier for your teammates, like this right here.
Raven Johnson is that connective tissue for the South Carolina team. The defense on one end, the finish on the other. Midway through the third quarter.
Raven with a step through and the finger roll.
Dowda with the miss. That's the first miss from the field this quarter for South Carolina. They're now 8 for 9 from the floor as they've stretched it out to a comfortable lead, and another turnover here and another run out for Raven Johnson. Johnson inside for 2. Dowell too strong in the turnaround. South Florida on the run. Finish and 1 for Tomaszewska. 5 teams as you take a look at the replay. Then they took on the MAC champions in Fairfield, UCLA in Vegas, Duke, Minnesota. Duke was a win. South Carolina. Final minute of the third quarter. McDaniel showing some of that speed to the basket. Couldn't get the finish. Tack with the follow as they get closer and closer to conference play. Tessa Johnson inside for 2. They average 90 points a game. Ocott. 2 more. Her first year with South Carolina, went for 23 against Duke and Louisville.
I mean, it's an incredible luxury to drop it down, and she...
Third personal. Edwards leading South Carolina in scoring and adds to her total with the soft touch. 27 now, 18 on the Bulls.
I mean, Edwards using a foot fake to just get Brito to back up just a little or drop her.
27 points. Looking to match her career high. Back-to-back 29-point games for Joyce Edwards. Looking for their first double-digit score here today. Latson's got another steal. Tiptoes on the sideline, has Edwards with the lob, and Edwards has a new career high. 31 for the day, but she put in a full day's work here for South Carolina. New career high for the sophomore. All Carolina. Katie Davidson hustles and breaks it up.
3 on 2.
Brito went with the behind-the-back bounce pass again. This time it didn't work out. Transition 3. Johnson inside Edwards. 2 more. Agat McKeer still out in the concussion protocol. Raven Johnson puts it down. 11 now for Johnson. Rebound for Putu. Davidson takes it at Tack, who denies her.
South Florida has 24.
Tack got the handle, trying to put South Carolina to 100, which she does. McDaniel with the kick to the corner. McDowell for 3. She was scoreless until that point. And that will do it. 103-44 the final. 5 in double figures for Dawn Staley's team, led by Joyce Edwards with 34 points, a new career high. We will talk to Joyce in just a couple of moments.